If you're new here, my name is Janae Kiara and thank you for clicking on my video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel right now. Subscribe, please, and thank you. Today I'm gonna be doing a video about these makeup brushes. Oops, it's upside down. These makeup brushes that I got for Christmas. I didn't want to open these just because they were so expensive. Honestly, not really expensive. If you get them at the actual store at TJ Maxx, they're only $30. But since they're always sold out at TJ Maxx, you can get them like on different websites, but they're like more expensive. They're like $100 and up. And these are the newer ones. This set has 30 pieces in it. It has the bigger brushes, and then it has beauty blenders. It has an eyelash curler. It has a headband. It has a makeup brush holder. It has hair clips, and then it has more brushes over here. And today I'm gonna use them. I'm so sad, like I really don't want to open this right now, but I have to do it. And also they had other colors too. They had like hot pink, they had brown, they had like a pearl. The pearl almost looks like this, but I didn't want the pearl, I wanted this one. Oh my god, this is soft. Dang, this is so big. Like, I almost want to like take these out. Oh my god, this is so soft. Oh my god, look. It's so pretty. Like, I feel like I would want to use these for my birthday. Like, if I'm doing my makeup on my birthday. Yeah, I put the headband on. It's like really big. I don't really want to wear it. I don't really want to wear it right now because it's just not giving me. I think this is like, okay, I'm about to go to sleep, so let me put this on real quick. Like, I feel like this is more like I'm about to go to sleep or something. And then these, I would put these on, but I don't really need to, honestly, but I guess I could just for the vibes. Hey, period, look. Isn't that so cute? I have a feeling that this is gonna be a long video. I hope that it's not, but I have a feeling that it is going to be. I'm not even going anywhere tonight. I'm just doing this YouTube video for you guys. So I already did my eyebrows, but let me show you guys these brushes. These are freaking gorgeous. These are like the type of brushes that you would use for like a special day, like your birthday or your wedding. So far, looking at the brushes, they're pretty soft. I could tell that this is like synthetic plastic or something like that. Like, it's not really like one of these brushes. This brush is from Peaches and Cream, and this, you could tell this is like real animal fur. It's not the best thing, but it works better than like synthetic brushes like these. This brush is from, I forgot the name, but this one is synthetic fur too, but it's a little bit better than these. These are like very stiff and like rough. Obviously these are more for show. You probably wouldn't actually really want to use these, but I'm gonna use them. And here's the rest. These all wouldn't fit in here, so I just put the ones that fit in here, but then these don't fit, so yeah. And this is the eyelash curler. This is so freaking cute, you guys. I never use eyelash curlers. I'm probably never gonna use this one, but I think that these are just really like cute for decoration. Like if you have a cute little makeup vanity, yeah, these definitely should go on your makeup vanity. I'm gonna go wet the beauty blender. It's so soft. This is like top tier. I can say, like, out of my other beauty blenders that I use, this one is actually really, really soft. Like, I can tell that it's just gonna be so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyelids first. This concealer is from Juvia's Place. Just a little. And this is the beauty blender. When I wet it, it's like super big. Set it with some powder. Okay, so I'm gonna try to just do like a natural, neutral type of look. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna use this brown right here, and that one is called Knit. Like you're knitting a sweater. Just pat it in there, tap it off, and let's begin. Okay. And me, like, I just tap it on because you want to like build up the color. You don't really need to do swiping yet, because right now we're just building up the color basically. I don't know if I want to do like a pink look today since I'm wearing pink. Okay, so far so good. These brushes are not disappointing. Well, this is the first brush so far, but it's not disappointing me at all. And Genesee got a dollhouse for Christmas. She got a dollhouse for Christmas. It was a gift, and the dollhouse is huge, you guys. I wanted to get her that dollhouse like 2 years ago when I lived in my last apartment. But I don't know, I think I wasn't able to get it for her or something like that. But it's crazy because then her dad's friend, Johnny's friend, he ended up getting it for her because she said she wanted a dollhouse. I was just thinking that he was gonna just get like the regular Barbie dream house or whatever. I guess he was looking up some of them on Amazon, and he seen that one, and that was the one that I was already gonna get her myself. But I just never ended up getting it for her. I think I just forgot about it after like Christmas was over, and I was just like, okay, Christmas is over, so it's not really that big of a deal no more. But yeah, she doesn't have like a big dollhouse, so that's really cool because she has like so many dolls, like so many, and they don't have a dollhouse. So I'm probably gonna build her dollhouse. I'm gonna try to build it today, either today or tomorrow if I'm not too busy. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this color right here. This one is called Stretch. That's a weird name. And I'm just gonna go like on top of here. I'm not like, if you guys watched my last video, me using the juicer, I'm really not the type of person that likes to build stuff. I actually hate doing that. It's not like one of my strong points, or however you say it, it's not that for me. It's really hard and it gets on my last nerve. But for my daughter, I will try to do it. Cause she got that Hello Kitty ice cream truck for Christmas. I did not build that. I didn't even take it out the box. I didn't even open it up or nothing because I already knew. I bought it and I didn't even know how it was gonna get built. I just bought it and I left it in God's hands. Like, God, you know I can't build that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna like smooth the edges out a little bit. Just so that it doesn't look really harsh. I always do my makeup like this. I should probably like try something new, but I'm just stuck on it. And I'm always stuck on like putting rhinestones on my makeup now. If you guys haven't noticed, I literally put rhinestones like on almost every look that I do. Okay, I'm trying to think like what color I should do. I usually always do like a nude color, like a lighter color right here. Way too light, so probably this one. Ooh, that's cute. Ooh, I went to go apply at MAC the other day, and honestly, you guys, MAC is just so tired and played out. Like, I don't even want to work there. I would work there if I got hired there, but they said they had a job open for freelance makeup artist, and so I did like some research to see like what is a freelance makeup artist for MAC, like what do they do basically. And a lot of people were saying that they just go to MAC, they're able to go to like different MAC locations, and it's basically like on call. So you go there and you can call them and schedule your own hours or see what hours they have available, and then you can go there and basically do people's makeup. The thing is that you won't get like any discounts on the makeup or anything, but you would still be like a employee of MAC, and you still have the opportunity to like move up. So that's cool. I was wanting to do that, so we will see if I get that job. I don't really know how they do the pay either for that job. I don't know if it's like a base like salary or anything like that. That'd be cool if I worked there. I always wanted to work at MAC since I was a kid. Since I first like started doing my makeup, I always thought that MAC was so cool. Like, I really thought it was just like the place to be, and it kind of still is, like, except that now MAC is kind of more it's not really about the makeup anymore. It's more so about like the sales. So now I'm just gonna take like a darker color, probably this one, and just go like in the back. That color is called Wool, like a wool sweater. I probably should have just did pink, because But anyways, guys, I wanted to tell you guys about a story of like what happened to me before at one of my old jobs. This was like years ago. This was like a long time ago. This was like when Genesee was like first born, I want to say. So that was like 5 years ago. No, actually, she wasn't even born yet. I was like 8 months pregnant. Oh my god, you guys, I don't like this makeup. I do not like how it's coming out, like, at all. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, but yeah, so this is the story. I used to work at this company, like, where they used to install like security cameras and stuff for people, like businesses, and like I had my own office in the back and everything. I was an admin assistant, and I really did like that job. I really did, but it didn't work out because Genesee's dad ended up getting me fired. But yeah, so that was like my first ever big girl job, like my first ever big girl job. The only like black girl that worked there, and I'm not even like, I don't even look black. I'm light skinned, but to them I'm black. So yeah, I had that job, and I was working there, and I was dating Genesee's dad, and it was cool. Like, I was, oh my god, one of the rhinestones just fell out. I was dating her dad, and I don't know, at that time I was trying to get a new car. I was trying to get a car, not a new car, but a car. So I was working there, and there were like these two. Okay, the backstory too, before I start telling that story, is like the man that hired me, his wife worked in that position before me, so she didn't want to work there anymore, I guess, because she said that like the girls that worked there in the front office were like really mean to her and really rude to her. So basically, like, she couldn't take it anymore. She just didn't want to work there no more. And he was like, okay, so that's when they hired me to take her spot. And so yeah, when I came there, the girls in the front, they were really rude to me too. Like, there were two white girls. Like, they weren't even like white girls, they were white women, I guess. And so they were rude to me too. Like I said, that was my first ever big girl job, and that job was me like doing things that I've never done before, like billing, collecting, like filing, scheduling, just things that I had never done before in my life. I don't even know how I got the job. I guess he just really liked me, really liked my personality, and he just thought that I would be good at it. So I got the job, and then that's when they started being rude, because they felt like, why are you even here? Like, you don't even know how to do this job. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. And I would ask them questions, because like my boss, he hired me and he would just leave. Like, I understand he's busy, he has like a busy schedule or whatever, so he would leave, and there's no one there for me to ask questions. Or he would tell me, just ask, if you have a question, just ask these people, whoever's there, like anyone that's there, just ask them. So that's what I did. I would try to ask them, but then they would just be really rude and really nasty. Like, sometimes I wouldn't even ask them nothing. I would just do it on my own. And then the two girls in the front, they would send me like long emails, like telling me like, oh, this is wrong, you did this, blah blah blah, like that's not how you do it, like really typing me paragraphs, and then like CCing people on it. So I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm new at this job. I've never had this job before. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, you guys need to chill the fuck out. Okay, I'm gonna do pink eyeliner with this. I got this from Amazon, I think. They would send me like emails and like basically like being rude to me in the emails. And I would just email them back and just let them know, like, my bad, like, can you explain me the right way to do it or whatever? And so, whatever. I ended up working there for like almost 2 years, I believe. But yeah, it just continued on the whole time that I worked there. Like, I would think that we would be getting off on a good foot. Like, I would start getting the hang of my job and I would be doing it correctly. I would be feeling like, okay, yeah, we're getting off on a good foot. Like, they see that I'm doing my job correctly. No, they didn't care if I was doing my job correctly or not. They just did not like me at all. And so, like, I ended up getting pregnant and moving. That job was in Sacramento, and I was living in Sacramento while I was working there. But then I ended up getting pregnant, and so I ended up moving with my grandma who lives in Vallejo, California. And so I would have to drive. I was still working there. I was just, now instead of me driving like 20 minutes to get to work, I was driving like an hour to get to work while being pregnant. So I started being late sometimes. I guess they started like keeping track of me, like what time I was showing up and like actually watching me like clock in. Well, I wasn't really clocking in because we didn't have like no clock in things there, but they were just like, basically whenever they see me walk through the door, they would write it down and write down like what time I left. So they were just keeping tabs on me, and I didn't know that until one day I went to like the car dealership to go get my car because I was trying to buy a new car that day. And I got there, they were like, yeah, bring all your pay stubs. So I brought all my pay stubs. I had so many pay stubs, I never really looked at them. I knew that they were a pay stub because it was in the envelope. So I never really like opened up the pay stub and like looked at it. But that day, they were like, yeah, you gotta open them up and give it to us. I opened up them pay stubs. Why was I looking at my time cards? It was all this writing all over it, like in red pen, of like them changing my hours and telling me that I didn't clock in at a certain time and that the hours that I wrote down on my time card were incorrect, and just a bunch of nonsense. Like, and I'm literally at the car dealership looking at that, and I'm like, I just try to act like I didn't see it. Oh my god, I just messed up my eyeliner. I just try to act like I didn't see it, but really, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I can't wait to get back to work on Monday because somebody's getting cussed the fuck out. Like, you guys are up here embarrassing me. And so I ended up getting the new car that day. Went back to work. Really didn't say nothing to them about it. I didn't say nothing to them about it when I got back to work because I was in a good mood. Like, I got a new car. I don't care what you guys have to say. Just shut up. Like, stop talking to me. But then they did it again. She changed my time card again. Like, that day, I think it was like a Friday or something. And I was getting ready to get off work and go home. And then I don't know where I was at, but I guess they like passed out the pay stubs on like at the end of the day that day. And so they put it on my desk. And when I got back to my desk, I seen the envelope on my desk. So that time I opened it because I'm like, okay, let me see. Let me just see. So I opened it up And yeah, she was surely crossing off my times, and she just did the same thing again. So when I seen that, I could not contain myself because, like I said, I was like 8 months pregnant too. So first I showed it to my other coworker and I was like, look, she keeps crossing off all my stuff. She was like, she can't do that, that's illegal. Like, they have to let you know if they're gonna change your hours or anything like that. And I was like, right. So I ended up just going up there to the front desk where they sit at. I used to sit literally right there in the front. Like when you first walk in, they were like the receptionist. So I just walked up there and I was like, who did this? The girl who did it, she was like, I did that. And I was like, why do you keep changing my stuff? And she was like, because you're not putting down the right hours that you got to work and blah blah blah. And I was like, yes, I am putting down the right hours that I got to work. Who are you to tell me what time I got here? And she was like, well, I'm keeping track of you because that's what I was told to do. Okay, so I just put my lashes on. But yeah, she was like, she told me that she was keeping track of my hours because that's what she was told to do. And when she said that, I was so mad, but I didn't even want her to know that I was mad because I really felt like, bitch. Okay, so it's like everybody in here has like something about me that I don't know about. Oh, okay. And so you guys are having discussions up in here about me that I don't know about. And so at that moment, I felt like, you know what? Fuck all of you guys. Not my boss, because I really did like him. I really did appreciate him for like even giving me that job in the first place. It really wasn't him. He just was never there to like help me in certain situations when I would have to like deal with those people. So it really wasn't my boss. If I could work with him again, I would still want to because he was super sweet, whatever. But as far as them girls, they just got away with everything. And anyway, so she said that, and I was like, I don't remember what exactly I said, but I know I told her, like, stop worrying about me or something like that. I told her, like, stop, basically, I told her, like, stop doing that or something. Oh, I told her, stop doing that or something because I will really hurt you. That's what I told her. I told her that I was gonna really hurt her because you guys, I was literally 8 months pregnant. Like, my stomach was huge and I didn't want to be there in the first place. Like, it was hot. It was like July. Genesee was born in August, at the end of August. So it was summertime. It was hot. Like, it was just a lot going on. And you guys have the nerve to be up in here playing games with me like this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told her that. I said it out loud. And you guys, I'm so sorry. This foundation does not match at all. I ran out of my other foundation, and so I just have to use this one for right now. But yeah, so I told her that, and she gonna say, thanks for the threat. She said, thanks for the threat. And in my head, I wanted to say, it's not a threat, girl, it's a promise. Because I will fly behind that counter and snatch you up by that hair and drag you out this office and do something to you. But I didn't even say all that. I just said, I don't remember what I said. I was like, it's not a threat, but something. Because, girl, I'm not playing with you no more. We at work. I don't give a fuck about this job no more. Honestly, you keep playing with me, like, you will really push somebody to the edge. And that's when I realized like what they did to his wife. So I still needed that job. I still needed money. Like I literally had just got a new car. um so I still went back to work the next day. And I was just like, oh well, like I'm just still gonna go back to work. Like, who cares? I said what the fuck I said, and I meant what I said. So, when I got back to work the next day, my boss was like, oh, can I talk to you? So I was like, yeah. We went to go talk in his office, and he brought that up, and he was like, oh, so I heard that you had said a couple of things yesterday, and I wanted to know if it was true. Yeah, I did. We had some words yesterday. Um, yeah. And he was like, okay, so did you tell her that you were gonna kill her? And I was like, no, I didn't say that I was gonna kill her. I said that I will hurt her. And he was like, you say you would hurt her? And I was like, yeah, that's what I said. He was like, he was just looking at me like with a side eye. Like he didn't really say anything, but he was just looking at me like shaking my head. That's all he did. He was just shaking his head. He didn't really say anything. Oh, he was saying like, you can't really say stuff like that and blah blah blah. And I just told him like, yeah, I understand like what I said was wrong and such and such. And he told me that he was giving me a raise. He told me that he was gonna give me a $1 raise. And I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, that he was gonna give me a $1 raise starting that day, like starting now. And I think he gave me the raise because I stood up for myself, and he probably just respected that. And he respected that, yeah, I just stood up for myself, and I wasn't letting them treat me like that no more. Like they were so rude, and they were even rude to his wife. And at that moment, I wasn't thinking about them being rude to his wife. I was thinking about them being rude to me, because I feel like they were probably way ruder to me because I'm just a black girl to them. Like they don't care about me at all. So they can get away with whatever they want, like talking to people crazy and all types of stuff. So I feel like he disrespected me because I stood up for myself and I was honest about what I said and what I did. And I feel like people really respect honesty, and people that are really like stand up people know I'm not perfect. And yeah, I probably was late sometimes. And honestly, yeah, I did probably put some hours different on my time card. I probably really did do those things. Like, I know I did, because whatever. But at the same time, the way how they went about it is the reason why they got the response that they did. Because just as simple as it was for him to say, oh, can I sit down and speak with you real quick? That's the same thing that they could have did. If I was doing something that they didn't like or something that was wrong, they could have spoke to me with respect the same way how he did. Even though he's my boss, he has more like training with situations like that. They don't, but they didn't try. They didn't even like let my boss know or anything. They just took matters into their own hands and just started coming at me crazy. Like there were so many times that they disrespected me or talked to me crazy or like just treated me messed up. I just had enough. Like, and I expected me to go into my boss's office that day, and I honestly expected to get fired. I already knew. I just had that feeling like I already know I'm about to get fired. So whatever happens, that's what happens. Like, I should have thought about my actions uh beforehand, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna deal with whatever consequence that comes, and I'm not gonna be afraid. Like, I'm here today at work. I'm not gonna like be afraid and not come back. I'm here. Whatever happens, happens. And he's seen that, and he always respected me for who I was. Like, and I really miss him as a boss. I ended up getting a raise that day. I was walking around the office like, yeah, girl, you thought I'm still that bitch. I'm just playing. But yeah, she had said that she was being told to keep track of my time, and that was true. She was. The president of the company, it ended up coming out later on that he was the one who had her doing that, which I understand that, because like literally when I would come into work, I walk down the hallway to my office, I have to pass his office too. So he would see me come late every day to work, and it was my fault for just acting like that wasn't happening. But I don't care. Like, I'm not a perfect person. At that time, like, I was pregnant, I was tired. I was just like, I'm driving an hour away to get here. None of that is an excuse to lie or like cheat, but I was young, so it is what it is. I ended up not working there no more because one day, this is a whole another story, but what happened was, at this time I had already had Genesee, and I came back, we had Genesee, and I did not have a babysitter. Her dad was still alive at this time. She was like probably like 1 month old. So it was time for me to go back to work. Like, I was on maternity leave when I had her, but after the maternity leave was over, I had to go back to work in Sacramento again. But I didn't have a babysitter, and so well, honestly, my grandma was watching her for a little while, but I don't know what happened. She wasn't watching her no more, so I remember that I had to ask somebody else to watch her for me, and it was one of my coworkers that used to work there at the same place with me. It was a different coworker. She was actually cool. She was one of my friends. And I had to ask her if she could babysit for me. And she said, yeah, like, yeah, basically she'll babysit. And so I dropped Genesee off over there, and I went to work. I was having a good day. I think I was texting her dad. I don't know what we were talking about, but we were cool. Like, we were actually doing good that day. And then he was like, he realized that I was at work, and he was like, oh, so where's my daughter at? And I was like, she's getting watched. Like, my friend is watching her. And he just lost his mind. Like, he completely lost his mind. He started blowing up my phone, like text after text, call after call. I'm literally at work, so I couldn't answer the phone. I could barely text him back because I'm like, that day I was helping someone too. So I was in another office with someone helping them. And so he was blowing my phone up, and I wasn't responding because I couldn't. And this man pulls up to my job. He pulls up because he knows where I work, because he used to give me rides and stuff when I didn't have a car yet. So he pulled up to my job, and he starts honking his horn. Like, he started honking his horn so loud. Like, he literally pressed on it like this, and he didn't stop. He didn't like take his hand off. He pressed on it, so it was like honking for a long time, like nonstop. So it went on for like a good 4 minutes of him doing that. And so that made everybody like looking around like, what is that? I thought it was like a car accident, or maybe somebody got hurt outside. I thought it was too, but at the same time, I didn't think that. I knew it was him. That's why I didn't go outside, because I knew it was him, like acting a fool outside. So I'm like, I just try to pretend like I'm still working. I just try to pretend like I didn't know what was going on. No, he got out of his car. He's getting out of his car, and then everybody that I'm in the office with, except for me, because I'm still pretending like I'm working, they're getting up out of their chairs and they're going outside, and he's getting out of his car and he's coming in like this. So they're both about to run into each other, and me, I'm just trying to just pray to God, like, please, God, help me. I don't know what to do. So he starts screaming. He's like, where's Janae? Where's Janae? Tell Janae to come outside. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. Today's the day I'm getting fired for sure. For sure. Like, if I didn't get fired before, I'm definitely getting fired today. So just prepare yourself to be broken homeless. So everybody in the office is like, he's saying, where's Janae? Where's Janae? And everybody in the office is like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Like, they're asking him, like, what's going on, basically. They're like asking him, like, is he okay? Like, what's going on or whatever. And he still keeps saying that. He's like, tell Janae to come outside. Tell her to come outside. So they didn't tell me to come outside. I just went outside because I already knew he was gonna get like crazy and belligerent with them. So I went outside, and he's like, he walks up to me and he's like, where's my daughter? Like, where the fuck is my daughter? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like ignoring him because I'm trying to like hurry up and walk all the way past, like walk all the way down to my car so that we could like get away from everybody real quick. So I'm just doing that. I'm trying to hurry up and walk down, and he's just following me. He's just still screaming. He's still like, oh, where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? And I'm like, I told you where she was at. Like, you didn't want to babysit her, so you didn't want to babysit her. That's why she had to go with someone who was able to babysit her. I still have to go to work. Like, I have to pay my bills. You're not going to pay my bills for me. So he did not like when I said that. And there was nothing more that I could say. That was the truth. Like, I asked him already if he could babysit. He was acting like he wasn't going to be able to make money if he had her with him. And it's like, okay, but I have to make money too. Like, I have to make money too. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? So he's still screaming at me. I'm trying to tell him that. I'm like, I have to go to work. You didn't want to watch her, so what was I supposed to do? I get in my car, and he started following me, like calling my phone, blowing my phone up, like basically telling me to go get her from wherever she's at. Like, she shouldn't be nowhere else but with me, because she's only 1 month old. And I agree with that, but it's like, at the same time, I still need money, and there's not much that I could do. I don't have a lot of family to help me. My family wasn't able to help me at that time to do what I had to do. His family, I didn't really know his family like that at the time, so his family wasn't available. My family was not available, and I just had to do what I had to do. And so he didn't like that, and yeah, so I ended up going to get Genesee from where she was at. I was there just with her before I went back to Vallejo, and then that's when my boss called me, and he was like, yeah, so what happened today at work? And I told him. He was like, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go because of that. And I was like, all right, like I understood because that wasn't the first time that he came up to my job acting crazy. So I understood and I wasn't upset because it was out of my control. Like the whole situation was just out of my control. There was not much that I could do. So those are just some crazy life stories that I have. You guys, I'm not even using the brushes. I just started using my regular brush. My bad. I'm just like, let me use my regular brushes because these are just not. These are actually really good brushes though. Like I'm super shocked that they're actually really good. Like you could actually really use these. The only reason why I'm more so trying to get my regular brushes is just because like I use those more, so it's just like a habit. And plus these, they feel like this part, the rhinestones, it just kind of feels like I probably shouldn't be using them. I don't know how to explain it, but those are just some of my crazy life stories. I have more stories. They are really embarrassing. That story that I just told, that was like really, that was embarrassing for me like for a long time. I didn't even like thinking about that stuff, but now I really don't care. It's been so long that it's funny to me now. Like how this makeup turned out. But one thing about me, I really don't wear makeup outside. And whenever I do like the highlight on my nose, I always want to use a small, really tiny brush that looks like this. Probably smaller than this, but this set didn't have one smaller, so this will be fine.
Somebody just text me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even say what I was using. Okay, this is Peaches and Cream Praline Lip Liner. This is like one of my favorite lip gloss. Peaches and Cream Sisterhood. Oops, not this one. I mean, I guess I could use this one, whatever. Sometimes I get the names mixed up because I have so many of these and they all look like similar and colored, but they're different names. I think I'm just gonna put some mascara on the bottom. I was watching my old YouTube videos. I only have like 2 old YouTube videos. They're like a couple years old, and I was looking at them like, wow, my voice used to sound different. Even I was watching it with Genesee and she said the same thing, and I was like, what the heck? Why does my voice sound different now? It used to sound like way deeper back then. I guess now it's like more high pitched. I really wonder why that is. But yeah, I think this is like the finished look. I probably should add some blush. I don't want to. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm not really in the mood for blush right now. So this is the finished look that I created with these brushes. Super cute and super easy. These brushes were really cute and they were super fun to use. I really like these brushes. I'm obsessed. I'm never using them again. The only time that I might use them again is maybe on my birthday or something like that, but probably not. I don't even know. It just depends. But you just have to be careful with these brushes because the little rhinestones fall out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they do fall out. So like bumping it on things like that, you just have to be really careful. Like if I was to accidentally drop one of these, I'm sure like 2 or 3 rhinestones might fall out. So just have to be really careful with them. And yeah, that is the finished look. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.